Welcome to Maroon Talk, the only segment dedicated for anything and everything UP Fighting Maroons. I'm Fem Moran, batch 2010 from UP Los Baños. And kita niyo naman, solo episode na naman tayo. Wala na naman akong kasama. Final score today versus the Adamson Soaring Falcons. 69-57 in favor of the UP Fighting Maroons. Big win after this tough fought game. Bago lahat, those of you who want to order Maroon Talk merch, we still have our shirts ready for pre-order. So just message the page or check out that post we have on our Facebook page. Maroon Talk shirts, maroon and white, meron dyan. So please, sa mga gusto mag-order, meron pa tayo. Okay? Okay, let's talk about that crazy game we just witnessed against Adamson. Okay, so sige. Before anything, I've been counting out Adamson for the Final Four actually. Kasi parang mas may bilib ako ngayon sa NU, sa UE, sa UST. Though I think UST will be third in terms of the Final Four. Pero maaga pa. And Adamson beating, sino yung tinalo nila? NU. Adamson beating NU no Wednesday was a good step up for them, no? But anyway, sige, let's talk about this game first bago tayo mag-usap about general league topics. Okay, if you guys didn't watch the game, at the end of the first quarter, Adamson was up big. Adamson led 26-9 at the end of the first quarter of this game. That's how big, that's how hot they were coming out of the gates early on in this game. First quarter, sobrang lahat ng iba to ng Adamson na tira. Yung kay Kalisay nga, meron pa yung final 23 lang to dapat at the end of the first. Pero yung may final heave pa at the end of the first quarter, which off the board, sumot din out of nowhere. Kaya this gave Adamson 26 points in the first quarter. And UP will only with 9. Okay, so ako ba, what did I think of that first quarter? First quarter muna. Second quarter is a different story. Heading into after watching the first quarter, after watching JD score off the jump ball with a Dipsy Dulea out of nowhere, I thought na ganun yung magiging tema ng game. The whole game. Easy basket for us, ganyan-ganyan. But then again, if we check it out, after that basket by JD, we were scoreless for like 6 or 7 minutes. We were scoreless after that. The biggest, di wala pala dito. So, we were struggling pati sa free throw at the during the first quarter, which gave and on the flip side, Adamson was making everything they shot. Okay, so that hence the big lead. But me personally, I wasn't really worried nung first quarter na yun. Modesty aside, hindi ako nagayabang. This is just an objective observation after watching that first quarter. But ako hindi kinabahan after trailing 17 at the end of the first. Number one, kasi looking at the shots ng the Maroons were taking, hindi naman siya, okay naman yung mga tira nila eh. Yung mga attempts were the attempts that they usually shoot. Ang problema, hindi lang talaga pumapasok. Okay. In terms of defense naman, number two, defense natin we were playing okay defense against Adamson. Talaga lang sumushoot yung mga tinitira nila. I wouldn't say we played bad defense. Oh, I don't really see. Let me know if you guys saw otherwise. Pero sa akin, ano lang naman eh. They were just really making their shots. We were challenging just the shots. And unfortunately for us, despite the challenges, sumushoot lang din talaga yung attempts ng Adamson. Kaya wala lang akong first quarter stats dito eh. This is just the halftime stats. So yun yung thinking ko at the end of the first. It was an eyesore seeing na giving up 26 points in the first quarter. Pero down the line, I was thinking, okay naman yung mga attempts natin eh. Siguro eventually papasok din naman yan. Which it did nung second quarter. Because in the second quarter, we outscored Adamson 18-7 at the end of the second quarter. Hence, having a 6-point deficit only come the halftime. So okay tayo. Okay tayo. All 33-27 yung score nung halftime eh. So, being a dismal opening quarter for the Maroons and catching up like this at the half after everything na ano. Kasi kahit sa Felito, hindi talaga makashoot eh. Aldos missed some QMB ata also missed some. Who else? So yun. So titignan natin naman yung halftime stats. Our top scorer was Harold Alarcon. Thank you, Harold, for making those shots we badly needed to make during the first half. Kasi talagang walang makashoot eh. Paulit-ulit ako, pero talagang walang makashoot eh. He was the one who brought us back to life, kahit pa paano, with being aggressive. So since wala nga, we were limited to 3-point shots no first quarter. We were limited to jump shots. And parang si Harold lang yung naging aggressive to take it to the hole nung wala nga nangyayari. Aldous was trying as well, kaya lang he wasn't getting the job done. So, buti kay Harold nakapag-convert. May as well. Siya yung next na sa scoring ng first half, 4 points. 3 points for Jacob Baila. That is one three-pointer. Aldous with 3. Mark Belmonte with 2. Francis with 2. Terence with 2. Chico with 2. Yeah, I remember his shot. Q with 1. So hirap. At the end of at halftime, our field goal percentage was 30%. 10 out of 33 shots attempted. And when we look at Adamson, uh, tumapat na ito no second quarter. So they made 10 out of 31. That's 32% field goal percentage at halftime for Adamson naman. Then, so if you talk about Adamson, yan, sila Kalisay with 9 points. Erolon with 8 points. Montebon with 5 points. Manzano with 5. No, Manzano with 3. Franzman with 5. Ang pumutok dito talaga was Kalisay and Erolon with 2 3-pointers each at halftime. Kalisay was 2 out of 3. Erolon was 2 out of 5 from downtown. The big contributions for Adamson was these two, mostly in the first half. Okay. So yun nga, buti na lang, come second quarter, we kind of picked up the pace already. Kasi it was nowhere to be found during the first quarter and up to the early half of the second quarter. Okay, so that's the story of the game. It's quite uncharacteristic seeing this scoreline, this output from this UP team na malamangan ng ganong kalaki. But what's good here is that these Maroons are capable of getting back up from adversity. And what's good here in this game is what we saw, they were able to bounce back within the game. Not next game, not 2 games from now. They bounced back right after the first half, which for me is a big thing. Kasi being down by 17, just as how Lasal was down versus UE last week, is a different challenge. Luckily for UP, nakabawi yung team and eventually get a convincing win still after all this. Okay, so talking about the whole game, let's bring out the full game stats now. Again, final score, we actually yung third quarter, inisip ko okay, mababa ba tayo compared to our average point total within the 4 games. Pero luckily enough, we went 69. We finished with 69 points. Again, thanks to Terence Fortea's hot shooting and Harold Alarcon stops steady scoring despite everyone not being able to score. So para sa akin, give or take yan eh. POG could be Harold or Terence. Pero kay Terence binigay, which is also which is also very deserving. Kasi nga, hindi na ng biro yung ginawa ni Terence. Siguro timely din yung run ng mga basket niya. But then, if you look at Harold's shots, playmaking, scoring, yun yung talagang hirap na hirap yung team eh. So, iba yung pagbuhay ni Harold nitong game na to, as well as Terence. So, we are lucky enough to have these types of players. And to add to that, of course, the productivity, the efficiency of Quinton Milora Brown in all other aspects, finishing again with 11 points, 14 rebounds at plus 15. Harold finishing with 14 points, 8 rebounds, 1 block. Terence Fortea, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 turnovers. Not bad. Give it up for Mai as well. JD Kagulangan with 9 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. This veteran core, if we may, brought with their experience, their drive to win this game. And it's nice to see na them spearheading this effort, this comeback win, and eventually getting a 12-point win over a gritty Adamson side. Sobrang ganda niyan, ng reflection niyan to the veterans and to the whole team as well. Interesting fact, 13 players already was fielded in by Coach Gold nung first quarter pa lang. Kasi nga walang makashoot eh. So hindi na niya alam saan kukuhanin yung so bunot na lang ng bunot. O baka mali natin mag-click si Chico, mali natin mag-click si Denzel. I think Denzel even played in the first quarter. Jan Felisilda. Okay. Everyone played today aside from Rylan Torres and Sean Alter. So not sure if they are injured. Wala pa tayong balita regarding Ryland and Sean. Um, yeah, talking about the third quarter, it's totally different. It's a totally different story now. UP outscored Adamson 24-13 during that third quarter for UP. Mm, also considering na Harold was in foul trouble early on. 2 fouls na siya agad no first quarter pa lang. Nung second, so pretty much it was a defensive chess match between Coach Gold and Coach Nash. I noticed some sort of a 2-2-1. 2-2-1 ba yun or ibang klaseng 2-3 zone? Nung yung ginamit ng UP when they were making stops already nung second quarter. It's either a 2-2, a 1-2-2, or a different style of a 2-3 zone. But then they were making stops during that time. So it was kind of effective. Plus, they were delaying the offense already of Adamson, giving a soft full court trap. Uh, Probably, siguro mga 3/4 court yun. Quarter court. Uh, Trap when we were making that run in the second. And yeah, the third naman was pretty much a Terence Fortea show with Harold chipping in as well. QMB being so effective, which gave us momentum for the rest of the game. Kaya wala nun, hindi na naman na gano'n eh. Kasi during the fourth quarter, we outscored Adamson naman 18-11. And yeah, the rest was history. We outscored Adamson 42-24 in the second half, if my math is correct. Hence giving us a an impressive 12-point win over Adamson despite that dismal uh first quarter. Okay, just in coach's decision si Raylan not playing and no Nusan Chan. Uh-huh. Jacob Baila with just 10 minutes. Um, got that unspo on Montebon for that landing spot foul. Uh, well, Mark Belmonte also struggling with this. Wait, didn't he make some some points? Ba't wala din ano dito? Mark Belmonte finishing with two. Ay, meron pala. May 2 points. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chico was 1 out of 5 from field goal range. So kahit si Chico inasahan natin mag-instant offense sana, wasn't able to get his shots down, sadly. Tapos, Jerry as well, playing 18 minutes, finishing with no points, actually, surprising from Jerry. But, of course, his defense was intense for us. So, hindi lang lumabas sa stat sheet yung contribution sa Jerry, Captain Jerry tonight, pero we feel him. Denzel as well, getting some minutes there. All right. Yeah, Aldous as well. Janjan Felisilda, nice to see some contributions for Janjan. 4 points. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Spitfire numbers from Janjan tonight. Yes, that's the story of the game as a whole. Um, should we try to compare this with LaSalle's loss over UE last week? Why not? Okay, so para sa akin, ang napansin ko, personal opinion here, the difference between LaSalle's loss versus UE compared to this game, at least comparing that dismal first quarter for UP, uh, siguro the first half na lang. The first half. Sige, the first half, comparing it to LaSalle's loss over UE. For you, ako lang to, again, this is my opinion, this is my observation. Let me know down below if if you have your own as well, please comment. You're more than welcome to. You guys are more welcome to do so. The difference for me compared to that Lasal team, parang was that Lasal was complacent heading into that game. Hence the result they got from the first quarter all the way to struggling the whole game. Okay. Ang difference ng UP, para sa akin, ng UP for this game was that we were just not making our shots. Okay, we weren't playing bad defense, I would say. We were getting our attempts, our good looks. And the problem is, yun nga, hindi lang sumushoot talaga. So, nung sumushoot na, dun lumabas yung totoong laro ng UP, which spoke for itself at that. Kasi nga, finishing with 69 points, which is usually within the range of our point production total every game. Um, and for Lasal naman, ano lang, they were relaxed, I would say. Hence the loss on UE and that difficult game versus FEU. Yun yung difference para sa akin. So for me, UP still played how they're supposed to play, at least in terms of effort, in terms of mindset, in terms of the game plan. So talking about game plan, I would like to commend Adamson, Coach Nash's game plan uh, for this game. Siguro that first quarter shows the perfect example of game plan execution plus shot making. Shot making, speaking about pag making baskets together with your game plan. Tingin ko uh, f- for me, that was a perfect quarter for Adamson given the game plan that they had plus everything going to the basket nga. Diba? So, had they played that, those, had they played the same, technically speaking, had they played the same for the remaining three quarters, had they made their shots as well for the remaining three quarters, they could have, uh, they could have gone away with a win. Kaya lang, yun nga, ang problema was that UP was just not making their shots early on. Hence them not putting points on the board. Get so hindi masama yung laro ng UP for me. Masama lang yung field goal percentage nila. That's why they were down. We were down big at we were down big at the end of the first quarter and we were down at halftime. Yes, so yun, that those are my observations regarding this game. And hindi ko sabihin it's nice to see na uh, makita yung team na to na paano ba sabihin yan? Na nabugbog such, I don't know. Pero what's admirable here is that yung yeah, if ever this team gets into adversity, well, again, this is just one instance, no? This is one game. Kayang-kayang bumawi. Hindi lang 'yun, maraming piyesa na pwedeng bumawi para sa team na 'to. Okay? So, hence fielding in 13 players already in the first quarter. So, try tayo kung sino iinit, sinong maganda kamay ngayon, sinong swerte, ganyan. So, marami tayong options. Hence, again, the depth of this team, especially this 87 team. Yun. Luckily, the shooting came sooner rather than later, not that late enough to uh not late enough to not get a win for this game. Pero again, one factor for us still will be that our cheat code QMB, Quentin Miller Brown, has been putting up monster numbers both defensively and offensively. I mean, kita naman siguro talaga na yung effectiveness niya on the court, whether it be on the stat sheet or not, or just simply watching him. Kitang-kita yung ano niya, yung inside presence, his rebounding, his defensive presence, which is really, really helpful for us right now. So far sila, Dikachi, Gani, Sean, kind of struggling still, getting the rhythm. But yun nga, once they click, once they get the rhythm, once they get their production flowing, imagine the type of effectiveness our front line could bring. Once mahinog yan sila Gani, sila Dikachi, sila Sean, together with QMB. Okay. Mahirap. I mean, siguro it could be a classic Adamson game, UP Adamson game, but luckily we were able to bounce back right away and not look back once we had that lead in the third quarter. So, yun, which brings us to our so we're 5-0. Our next game will be against the UST Growling Tigers. Our second to the last game of the first round on Wednesday at Araneta, 4:30 p.m. This is a big game. And if we come out flat in terms of shooting, just as how we did in the first quarter, feeling ko baka maging iba yung kwento kapag UST na yung kalaban natin. So again, it's UST now, then Lasal na yung kasunod. The, so next week, kumbaga, Lasal na ang game natin on Saturday. And that will be at MOA. Sunday pala, sorry, Sunday. Okay. So, so much to learn from this game, I would say. The coaches would say din siguro. Uh, so, most likely, maraming napulot yung team mula sa pagkapanalo na to. So, in a way, okay pa rin na we got to struggle a bit in this game to know nga siguro paano bumawi within a game or within a season for these players going through that going through something like that together uh should pretty much just make them stronger. Okay. So good win. We're now 5-0 and hopefully tuloy-tuloy lang. Nice to see the effort from the boys. Nice to see the comeback. Nice to see how they rose above this type of adversity early on. Kaya very, very commendable win. Congratulations as well to Adamson pala. Not taking anything from them. And nung sinabi kong hindi ako kinabahan nung lamang yung Adamson ng malaki ng first quarter. No offense to Adamson at all with that. Kasi they deserve that big lead early on. Kasi nga, lahat ng shoot nila, pasok. So again, Montebon finishing with 12, Kalisay finishing with 12. Ang problema, they just really became ice cold during that second half. Kaya hindi na sila nakasabay kumbaga. But if they continued yung shooting nila no first quarter throughout the game, posible mas maging dikit pa yung lab. Kasi it was no third quarter nung palitan si Fortea and si Anabo nung third quarter na yun. That was one of the best sequences ever in UAP history. At that, back-to-back triples by each player. Grabe yun. Grabe yun. Ano pangalan nito? Manu Anabo. Finishing with 6 points. Ay, yun na pala yung points niya. 2 out of 4 from downtown. So yeah. Oh, now talking about Adamson. If they continue this type of play, if they continue this type of effort, okay, fine. Posibleng mag Final Four sila. But I would take them give them the final seat in the Final Four. So that probably would be the fourth spot unless UE continues uh their good outings as of late, or FU picks up in the second round. Yun. Pero for Adam, well, actually, UP Lasal UST, medyo locked in na para sa akin ang top 3. Yung 4 to 8 ang medyo kailangan mag-step up. I would call UST a shoe in for the Final Four already, early as now. Just, ceteris paribus. So yung 4 to 8, yung medyo kailangan talaga mag-step up. And malalaman natin yan come the second round lang. Kasi ngayon parang medyo, sige, let's give the first round talagang a feeling out period for all teams. So at least yung 4 to 8, hindi natin talaga alam kung sino yung aangat for the bottom half of the league, kumbaga. So it's hard to call, but then I would say safe enough na yung UST could be number 3. Okay, yun lang. Now let's watch NUUE. Recording this while the game is going on. Congratulations to UP Fighting Moons. Congratulations to the Adamson Soaring Falcons for putting up a gritty, gritty fight this game, giving it to UP. So malupit. Uh, Mukhang talagang Coach Nash prepared a solid game plan for this game. And it was very evident to first quarter. Ang problema, hindi lang sustain ng players. Yung scoring and defense siguro. Uh, so what's good with our team is that yung depth talagang meron. Yung difference dun sa Adamson, wala silang ganun eh. Kaya eventually, lumabas din yung scoring, yung productivity ng UP kasi nga maraming pwedeng paghugutan ng production. Okay? So lucky on us for that type of uh, weaponry on our bench. Okay? That's it. Congratulations. 5-0. We are 5-0. No looking back now. Let's head on over to that UST game and finally that LaSalle game on Sunday next week. Our final game of round 1. Okay? Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. It would mean a lot for me, for us. If you want to order Maroon Talk merch, pwede pa. Alright? Peace. This has been Fim. Sana next episode may kasama na ako ulit. As always, UP Fight. See you guys.